Today, Department of Pediatrics, Government Medical College, Kozhikode gives a class on troubleshooting during mechanical ventilation. So this video covers the most common and stressful situation while ventilating a patient, that is sudden desaturation of a ventilated patient. Say, suppose this is a patient, a 1-year-old child being ventilated for pneumonia. This patient was maintaining SpO2 at around 94 with 50% oxygen and everything was going well. You are the junior resident looking after this ventilated patient. Suddenly you notice that the saturation has dropped to 70% for this patient. So what should be done at that moment? This is a very stressful situation and nobody else will be there to help you in that situation. You should act within seconds to save the life of the patient. So what to be done? The mnemonic is DOPE, D-O-P-E. I will explain all the 4 causes of sudden desaturation of a ventilated patient. So whenever such a situation occurs, first thing to be done is to disconnect the ventilator from the patient and you should take the charge of ventilating this patient. So first thing is to disconnect. For that you should take ambu bag with a heat moisture exchanger. This is acting as a virus filter in a patient who is suspected to be having COVID. So this to be connected to oxygen supply. If there is a central O2, you can take that, or there should be an oxygen cylinder, and it is to be connected to a reservoir bag. What is the use of this reservoir? In an unstable patient, we are supposed to give 100% oxygen. That is possible only if you connect a reservoir bag here. With that, disconnection of the patient circuit is always risky. It can release infected aerosols into the atmosphere. So always take an artery forceps, clamp the ET tube, then only disconnect. So suppose I have clamped it, disconnect and connect to the ambu bag, release the artery forceps and then bag. The bagging rate in an unstable patient is 20 per minute. That means in every 3 seconds you should give 1 breath. Each breath is over 1 second. It should not be very fast breath. It should be over 1 second. So you can count as 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. What is the problem of fast bagging? Chest will get hyperinflated, venous return will reduce and cardiac output also will reduce. So give only minimum required ventilation and see what happened to the saturation. At the same time, somebody should connect the ventilator circuit to a test lung and see what happened to the ventilator, whether the settings are same as you did for the patient. So if the patient saturation improves very much, even with less oxygen, that means something happened to the ventilator and the problem was with the equipment. So in DOPE, the last one, equipment failure was the reason for sudden desaturation. You have to check that. In that, the common reason is some central O2 supply problems. Sudden drop in the central O2 from the 50% you kept, it might have dropped to 30 or 20 due to some reason, or there may be some leak in the circuit. The common causes of leak are around the humidifier. These may be loose. So all the connections you have to check. Check the sensors whether they are properly fixed, whether the sterile water line is open here. All these should be closed. So any leaks you should look for. There are other causes that I am not going to cover in this video. So equipment failure is there. If the saturation is not improving with manual bagging, there can be some more reasons. What are they? So in that, the 5-point auscultation becomes important. What is 5-point auscultation? You auscultate both infraclavicular area, both axillary area and the epigastrium. So if there is no air entry in the chest and very good air entry in the epigastrium with the distended abdomen and the EtCO2 showing very low reading, if it is there, if it shows very low reading, you can assume esophageal intubation. That means the ET tube has been displaced into the esophagus. That was the reason. In such a situation, we have to remove the ET tube, give bag mask ventilation if the patient is very unstable, and try to re-intubate. Always use HME while giving bag and mask ventilation. So that is displaced tube, DOP, D in the DOP. There can be some other situation where there is high resistance while bagging. That means the tube is obstructed. You look for any reason. Sometimes patient may be biting the tube. That may be the reason for obstruction. If that is not there, do a suction with this closed suction device. So doing suction will remove the obstruction and the resistance will drop down, saturation will improve. That is a obstructed tube. Sometimes even after suctioning, the resistance may remain as such. There can be hard and dry secretions not removed by suction. In such a situation also, we will have to remove the tube and re-intubate. So that is O, obstructed tube. Sometimes during auscultation, you may feel one side has less air entry and other side is better. If such a situation occur and it is on the right side, good air entry on right side, you look for the lip length of the tube. What is lip length? It is the centimeter marking on the ET tube at the level of angle of mouth. So if this baby's correct ET position was 10 and now on checking you see that it is at 12, 2 centimeter deep it has gone and it will be to the right bronchus invariably. So left side will not be aerated and that may be the reason for sudden desaturation. Pull the tube 2 centimeter out and everything will be fine. So to calculate the lip length, there is a formula. In infancy, that is up to 1 year, it is triple times the internal diameter of the ET tube. So if you are using 3 millimeter ET tube, lip length is 9. That is up to 1 year. After 1 year, age by 2 plus 12. That is the lip length. So in a 2-year-old child, 12 plus 1, 13 is the lip length. After each intubation, we should record the lip length in a case sheet. And whenever there is desaturation, you should cross-check whether it has been displaced. So displacement to the right bronchus is one of the reasons for saturation fall. Next, I will narrate another situation where there is no air entry on one side and air entry is better on the other side. In such a situation, you look for any prominence of chest wall on that side. You remove the dress. So when I removed the dress, I saw there is prominence of chest wall on the right side, absent breath sounds on right, tracheal deviation to left, and hyperresonance on percussion. What does that mean? There is pneumothorax on the right side. So tension pneumothorax is an emergency. You cannot call pediatric surgeon to save the child. You are the one who is in charge of the patient. So emergency needle thoracostomy can save life. For that, for newborn, you need just a scalp vein set, a 3-way cannula and a 10 cc syringe. Connect this 3-way and select the site. What is the site? It is the second intercostal space in the mid-clavicular line. So how to know the second intercostal space? Palpate the sternal angle Rib joining is second rib. Just below that is the second intercostal space. In that, you select the point where the upper border of the lower rib. So there will be two ribs like this. So you select the lower rib and the upper border of that to avoid the neurovascular bundle going along the lower rib of lower edge of each rib. So the point you noticed, and with a 10 cc syringe connected to a 3-way, you just wipe the area and insert along the upper border of lower rib in the midclavicular line in the second space vertically down. You can even take a small amount of sterile water here. So if it is a tension pneumothorax, when you advance, you can see air bubble coming through the saline and the piston will be pushed up even. So that confirms pneumothorax. Then insert it little further and aspirate out the air inside the thorax. Then without disconnecting, by just changing the 3-way lock, you can push out the air. Again repeat the same. So like that you should repeat till you get a suction feel. So lot of air can come out and the saturation will improve dramatically when you relieve tension pneumothorax. That can be continued till you feel a negative pressure. Then you have to stop, remove the scalp vein set, apply a cotton piece and micropore plaster. There should be a chest tube insertion soon after, because this air leak will continue as long as you are mechanically ventilate. In an older child, instead of scalp vein set, 18 gauge needle connected to a 3-way can also be used like this, and the further procedure is the same. So this is a life-saving measure in a ventilated patient with pneumothorax. So this, if there is air entry decreased on one side, that can be a worsening pneumonia also on that side. But in such a situation, we are not expecting a sudden drop of saturation. So 4 main causes of desaturation: displacement, obstruction, pneumothorax and equipment failure. This is a very important life-saving knowledge every healthcare worker treating patients with mechanical ventilation should know.